Hello, gift buying season is here once again. So in this video, I'll be showing you some of my favorite things around the workshop, and wherever I can, I'll include links in the description box below. There's been a lot of hype recently about these sanding discs on YouTube. These are the 3M Extract sanding discs, but a lot of the hype came from a lot of American YouTube channels, and I'm not saying that I don't trust American channels or anything like that, but let's just say they don't have to adhere to the same ASA guidelines as we do here in the UK. So in other words, it's not always easy to understand what is a paid for advertisement and what isn't. So I wanted to test them out for myself to see if the hype is true. And I was very pleasantly surprised by the performance of these discs. Over the years, I've tried all sorts. The cheap no-name sanding discs, Klingspor, Bosch, and a whole host of different options provided to me by PICA. And to be honest, the main thing I'm looking for in a sanding disc is just longevity. I want to be able to use it for more than 5 to 10 minutes without having to throw it in the bin. And I have to say, these are by far the best sanding discs I've ever used. And the best part is they're reasonably priced too in comparison with some of the alternatives. Anything that can make sanding more bearable is worth spending money on, in my opinion. And once my current sanding disc supplies diminish, I'm only going to be buying these in future. I first found out about this stuff via a recommendation from Peter Millard at 10 Minute Workshop. This is O'Keefe's Working Hands, except this one isn't O'Keefe's, this one is Keith's. When you spend a lot of time working around sawdust, you'll realise pretty quickly that it really does suck all of the moisture out of your skin, particularly on your hands. And I tried all sorts of moisturisers and nothing really worked until I found this stuff. This really does work well. Also, unlike other creams, it doesn't leave your skin all sticky and greasy. There's a bit of a running gag between me and my wife about how whenever she wants to buy something for the house, I ask if she can buy a metal one. And that's just because I'm sick and tired of buying cheap plastic things that break after maybe a year or two's use. I'd much rather spend a bit more for something that's going to last years and years and stop putting plastic into landfill. And that's why I bought this metal dustpan, which is a thing of beauty, really. If someone bought this for me as a gift, I'd be well chuffed, but maybe I'm easily pleased. It even came with a lifetime warranty. Before I got that one, I was using this one, which is also metal. And this one's decent as well, but I just found it a little bit too small in terms of capacity for workshop use. So I'm going to use this one in the house from now on, but still a good product and still way better than any plastic one. I make my own range of handmade wood finishes. This one is KB Oil Wax Original, and it's the most durable of the three. Then there's KB Oil Wax Food Safe Formula, which is great for things like chopping boards and wooden spoons. And then there's KB Oil Wax Clear, which is a brand new product in the range. And this one is completely non-yellowing, so when it dries, it's nice and clear. I've got a video about those which goes into more detail. I'll leave a link to that in the description box below too. These are my Ultra Grime wipes, and I don't think I'd be without these in the workshop anymore. If you, like me, don't have a sink in your workshop, these are great to have around, and they're really big, they're wet, and they can tackle any dirt, wood glues or wood finishes that I use. And I really like that they have this plastic cap on the top, which keeps them moist. And because they're so big and because I like to be frugal, I tend to just hang mine on the dustbin, and then I can keep using it throughout the day. For this next one, I am going to have to get undressed, but only partially, don't get worried. This is the Milwaukee Workskin. It's basically a heated undergarment, and it is a lifesaver in the winter. If you, like me, don't have a good solution for heating your workspace, heat your body instead. Works really well, and it has 2 heat settings. It gives off a very subtle heat, so it's not overwhelming or overpowering in any way. And I've previously been a big fan of the heated hoodie from Milwaukee. That one actually runs off the M12 batteries that can be used in the Milwaukee tools as well. And the only downside of that is that the battery is a little bit bulky in your pocket, so sometimes if you sit down it can kind of dig into your side. This one runs off the red lithium USB batteries, which are much smaller in size. Battery life is okay. On the maximum heat setting I get somewhere between 1.5 and 2 hours, and on the lower heat setting I think it's up to 3 hours. So you might also want to invest in another battery, but don't worry, they're not as expensive as the tool batteries. They're actually pretty reasonably priced. Personally though, if I can get a few hours of heat when I get up in the morning, then I'm usually okay for the rest of the day, because once you get up and working, you kind of warm up anyway. Also, the garment itself is actually really warm even without the heat function. So yeah, big fan of this. I think life's too short to be tying and untying shoelaces. Throughout the day, I'm constantly in and out of the house and in and out of the workshop, and I don't want to be traipsing around sawdust and stuff in the house, because then I get shouted at. and I'm surprised about how few people know about silicone laces. I've been wearing them for years, and as soon as I buy a new pair of shoes, I also buy a new set of silicone laces. So basically, each and every one of these laces is actually an individual silicone lace, and they're stretchy, and that means that when I want to put my shoes on, it's as easy as that. These are my steel Bluetooth ear defenders, and I tend to wear them all day whenever I'm working. It's great to be able to listen to podcasts and music. The sound quality is good, the build quality is excellent, and they're comfortable enough to wear all day. I've got another video about these which goes into more detail, and I'll leave a link to that in the description box below. Here are two things that I always try to keep in my pocket while I'm working. The first is the PICA pencil. I'm sure most of you will know the problem of putting your pencil down somewhere, moving to another area in the workshop, and then having to hunt that pencil down. That's the main reason I bought this, because it has its own holster. The holster has a sharpener built into the end of it. I also like that the holster holds the pencil. Even if you just put it in gently, it stays in there. I don't know how it does that. Maybe it's magnets or something like that. But yeah, really good product. And you can get the packs of lead refills too. The other thing I always try to keep in my pocket is this STANLEY marking knife. And you can buy replacement blades for these, but to be honest, I often just resharpen them and continue using them. This is the Milwaukee Shockwave Impact Driver right angle attachment, and it's one of those tools that you don't really know you need until you need it. If you ever need to drive in a screw in a tight space, this is what you need. I'm also a big fan of the Milwaukee framing square. I think I had 2 framing squares before this one. Both of them got bent and kinked, and I just didn't trust them from that point on. This one is really thick aluminium, and I really don't think it's going to suffer the same fate. So this is a tool that will last for many years, I'm sure. I also really like these smartphone holders. On one end, you've got a clamp so that you can clamp it onto things. And on the other end is a smartphone holder. So if I want to watch a video in the workshop or film myself doing something on my phone, it's really easy to do. If you work with your Dremel style multi-tool as infrequently as I do, then these multi-bit and accessory sets comes in really handy. You get all kinds of grinding, sanding, cutting and polishing bits. And they're not the best quality in the world, but they certainly do the job for me. And while we are here, this set of 8mm router bits by Bosch, I originally bought just to get me by with my new router table temporarily. Again, they're definitely not the best quality in the world, but they've certainly been doing a good job for me. These dust hose adapters from CTS are the bee's knees. It's the quick click system which allows you to attach your hose securely and with the simple press of a button. They're available in a range of different sizes, which means you can fit them to pretty much any tool that you might want to use them with. They do all sorts of other vacuum accessories too, like this cyclone. And if you'd like some money off your purchase, you can use my promo code RAGandBone for 5% off. And that's it for this one. Thank you for watching.